you for joining us on another edition of 15 on 15 right here on Channel 15 ATV with Daniela Piazzi. Let's get started with our latest local news topics. After years of brainstorming, planning, and constructing, the container port in the Barcadera area is finally open for business. The former container haven will now be serving as an expanded plaza for cruise ship visitors, thus increasing the island's cruise capacity. They are now officially open for business. The container port in Barcadera has officially become a reality and is ready to have ships anchor at its docks. On Tuesday afternoon, its first ship was received and processed. This project represents a new opportunity for Aruba's economic development and a bright future as a tourism destination. Currently, this new port has the capacity to dock and unload 3 ships simultaneously for a simpler and faster process. The following step for this project includes relocating the hundreds of containers in the downtown area to make way for a public tourism space and exclusive terminal for cruise ships. The possibilities are limitless for this new area. In the past, the container port has been used as a concert venue for major events, much as the Electric Festival, the Aruba Music Festival, and the International Film Festival. Moving forward, the Aruban government was recently approached by the city of Doral, Florida. Their mayor would like to establish a sister city agreement with our One Happy Island. During the course of this week, the island's Prime Minister, Mike Amon, met Danny van der Kruijt, a businessman and partner of the multinational real estate company Collier International. Mr. van der Kruijt, together with his partners, would like to open an Aruba marketplace in the city of Doral in Florida. The purpose of this marketplace is to introduce a variety of local Aruba brands to the American market. Think of Aruba Aloe. The mayor of Doral, Mr. Luigi Boria, is in support of this project and has even reached out to officials on the island to establish a sister city agreement. These type of agreements are intended to foster friendships and understanding between different cultures and to encourage trade and tourism. Currently, Doral has a sister city in Ziki district of Taiwan, where the main headquarters of Acer is managed. Mayor Luigi Borgia compliments Aruba for its beaches, hospitality, and commitment to hospitality, and he hopes these two regions can work together in the areas of commerce, culture, education, and tourism for new initiatives. On another note, today marks the National Day of Aruba's local language, Papiamento. And this is indeed a language and not a dialect evolved from several older languages. This native tongue has a mix of Portuguese, English, Dutch, Spanish, French, African dialects, and much more all in one. So even though you may not speak the language fluently, from wherever you come from, it is simple to pick up bits and pieces of a conversation. Here are a few frequently used words and phrases in honor of this day.
Hi, Bonbini to Aruba. Bonbini means welcome. First of all, let me introduce myself. Mi nombre de Aruba, which means my name is Aruba. Here we always salute you with a smile and a bon dia. Good morning, a bon tarde, good afternoon, or a bon noche, good evening. And since we live on a happy island, we always call each other douche, sweetie, sweetheart, sugar, honey bun. You get the point. However, douche is such a nice word that even the weather gets to be douchey. E tempo de douche hour. The weather is nice today. So let's enjoy it and vamos a algo de bebe. Let's get something to drink. Y algo de come también. And something to eat too. Well, it's been fun, but it's getting a little late now. One tortine. What time is it? Bye for now, and we'll see you soon on our beautiful island. Like we say in Aruba, te oro. See you soon.
We'll be back with more 15 on 15 right here on Channel 15 ATV. After the break, find out about the local happy hour taking place once a month on Fridays to join business people and artists alike. Thank you for staying with us right here on Channel 15 ATV. Next Friday, the Historic Museum of Aruba will be hosting an after-work happy hour where business, art and culture come all together. This is a monthly event which started over 6 months ago, where an artist in the community is featured for his or her work. This time, young artist Armando Goedgedrag will be taking center stage for his photography and painting skills. The concept of the Fort Zeltman Happy Hour derives from a Dutch tradition named Vrijmibo. This is usually a Friday evening gathering where colleagues come together to blow off that week's steam. Now, after several years of hiatus, the trend is coming back, and museums around the globe have made it a weekly tradition.
It's the place to be on Fridays, the last Friday of every month. This is our second one, as a matter of fact, in 2016. And the concept of the Vrijmibo started, it's a trend within the museum world. If you see museums abroad, especially in the Netherlands, it's something they adopted because the museum is not just a museum anymore. It is more than a museum. It's an experience. It's a monument. It's artifacts. It's history. It could be so many things. So the museum can be modern too. So what you do is that you place the museum with modern settings, with great people, great ambience, and you create a whole different experience. So that's what we're creating here as well. The Van Gogh Museum is doing it for years already. It started once a month. Now it's every week. They have a very special act with arts and stuff. And it's a place to be in Amsterdam. So that's what we were doing at the Historical Museum as well.
This event began at Fort Zeltman in mid-2015, and it has been a hit ever since, with live music, food, drinks, and a featured artist each and every month to promote the island's culture. It is a place where the professionals and creatives join together.
It's the right time to put culture and arts back on the platform and to spread the word out there, and for people to be more creative. I mean, if you're working a 13-hour day, and by Friday at the end of the month you're tired, and when you come to the Vrijmibo, it's not business talk, it's creative talk. We feature every month a special artist, a different art discipline, of course. Last month we had Vanessa Paulina. She created the portrait of Virginia de Mitricia, who is a character of the museum, hit since then. This month we are featuring Armando Goedgedrag. He is multidisciplinary in his art.
Armando Goedgedrag is known on the island for his breathtaking pictures of Aruba's ocean scenes. Besides being a photographer, he has also been known to take on painting with colorful portraits of Aruba's flora and fauna. And although his artwork is usually of the marine life and sceneries, he hopes to bring another aspect of the island forward, this time with his portraits. He hopes to paint rugged terrain of the island in Arikog National Park and wildlife. Through his work, Armando hopes to express the emotion of these creatures.
Especially the emotions in my paintings and also my pictures. I want to illustrate that as good as possible so that people can get like a feeling for just the things they see in the wildlife here, because like a bird, for example, is never just a bird. They need to hunt for their food. They need to take care of their families. You know, they're not exactly humans, but you can compare them with just life. You know, it has a whole cycle. It's not just flying around and being crazy around the people, but yeah, there's a lot more to it, and I think we need to be aware of that and take much better care of them.
And he also has a message for young aspiring artists.
Don't be afraid. If you really feel like have faith in yourself, you can come very far, because no one can be like you, because everyone has their own unique talent. And it could be like you might have 100 photographers around, but every photographer has its own eye, so that the other photographer, no matter how many courses it follows, it can never be exactly the same as the other one. Same goes with paintings and music and dancing, and it goes on and on. So just keep following your dreams and keep developing your talents.
For more information on this event, feel free to visit the Fort Zeltman Historical Museum Facebook page. We'll be back with more 15 on 15 after a quick commercial break. After the break, meet Gregory Millyard, the local Caribbean champion in cage fighting, who will be defending his title internationally. Thank you for staying with us right here on Channel 15 ATV. On February 20th, the Aruban cage fighter Gregory Millyard will be traveling to the World Championship in Detroit in hopes of bringing the world title to Aruba. Millyard will be traveling with another fighter named Adric Cruz, bringing the first locals to ever book an international fight. Gregory Millyard, which has been fighting for over the past decade, is currently the overall champion of the light heavyweight category in the Caribbean. His next challenge is to become the world champion by competing in Michigan, Detroit on February 20th. His preparations have been rigorous, but he believes he will be bringing that title back to the island.
My preparation is we have a crew that is helping me preparing for a big event that's coming in Michigan, Detroit right now, and I'm going to be the first local who's going to fight for the international title, and I'm happy to be the first one that's going to do it. And the title I'm going for it is from Michigan. Is division two organization under the UFC, and my goal is to reach to the UFC, and that's what I'm aiming for.
Shamir Garcia will be his opponent for this fight, an honored Puerto Rican champion. Millyard and his team have been studying this athlete for quite a while and believe that he has what it takes to knock out Garcia. Millyard will not be the only local fighter at this fight. Aldrich Cruz will be representing for a title as well.
Aldrich Cruz is also a teammate of me. He already fought one time over there, he won. And right now it's going to be two locals going to fight in one show, and this is big for us because we're knocking on the door in the outside Aruba, no, and not only in the Aruba, in the Caribbean, because normally we fight in the Caribbean. Now we're going to make our mark in the U.S.
Gregory has been fighting for over a decade now, and he is up for this international challenge.
I got about 11 years training. I got about 34 fights. You know, and I think it's about time to make a big step for me in my career.
For the local community that would like to watch this Aruban star abroad, it'll be featured at several locations around the island.
Right now, we're busy with the Champion Sport Bar at the Marriott, also Hooters and Manuelitos, and also in St. Nicholas. It's where I come from, the village. We'll be busy with Oreo so we can have a couple of plays. They're going to pass the fight live. It's going to start 7 o'clock p.m. It's going to be on next week, Saturday. And it's event, they're going to be at least 8 to 9 fights in that night. And those are the spots. I want to inspire to everybody in Aruba to come and see the fights, to come to give me a big cheer, me and Aldrich, because we're going to give our 100% that night, and it will be nice to have the support of Aruba.
Best of luck to Mr. Millyard and Mr. Cruz in Detroit. Thank you so much for watching. These were your local news updates and trending Aruba topics. Be sure to like our 15 on 15 Facebook and Instagram page for all of your latest news updates. Also, don't forget to tune back in tomorrow night at 7:15 p.m. for more 15 on 15 right here on Channel 15 ATV. See ya then.